That leaves people saying, wow. Why don't you say that with me? Wow. Immediately followed by, what the fuck was that? This part-time drag queen / part-time comedian is a constant and full-time disappointment to her family. Don't hate me, that was her joke. Just so it's funny or you know it's her joke. Okay. I knew I was gonna get hate mail for that one, bitch. I even wrote, don't boo me, that joke was hers. Please welcome the former Miss Caribbean Clips 1997, the John Bonet Trailer Trash.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so excited to be here. You ever feel like you can't tell if you just really have to pee or if you're horny? Like, it's like, which one is it? Is it both? I should let you know, though, before I get started, that I have a confession. These are not the eyebrows that I was born with. They're not. I draw them on. And when you learn to do that, they tell you to make them sisters and not twins. That way you don't drive yourself crazy trying to make them even, because you will never leave your house. Like, you won't. It's just not going to happen. But I was thinking, if they're sisters and not twins, then that would make a unibrow conjoined twins. Right? And that just makes no sense, because they're so much easier to separate, you know? Like, you never hear someone say, I'm sorry, we can't wax your eyebrows, it shares your liver, you know? It's just not a thing. Do you guys know what Spanx are? To all the drag queens. If you don't know what Spanx are, they're like a long underwear that just like sucks it all in for you, so you just feel like right and tight, makes you want to do lunges, like just that good, you know? They work really well, a little too well. One time I had them on, I was on a date. I forgot I was wearing them. I started making out with a guy. He put his hand up my skirt, and I felt him feel the Spanx, and then I felt him pause, and I was like, oh no! I like remembered that I was tricking the world, you know? And I didn't know what to do. I kind of panicked, so I just told him I was Mormon. I was like, God wants me to wear these. And by the way, you can tip me if you like my jokes. I was like, God wants me to wear these. But I really liked him. He was nice, you know, like I didn't want him to think I was a liar. So I gave him a hand job, and I pretended to feel really bad about it. I never do this. You know? He was really nice. We prayed. He was very sweet. It's fun. It's very fun. You know, that's fun. I one time, I watched 7 seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta in 9 days. Which, by the way, if you don't have health insurance, that's another way you can get diagnosed with depression. Because if you do that, you are so sad. Nobody does that when they're happy. I'm not a person. It was a problem, though. I realized when I had a friend over, they said something to me, and I responded with, girl, you lie. And I had never said that before in my life. It was like mini leaks just like jumped into my body and took over. I was like, oh God, no. But it's fine. I went into treatment. I did. I watched 4 seasons of Intervention, so I'm super good, super cured. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. No, thank you. I'm not used to the humidity out here. I just am not, and it really messes with my asthma. And I've been having to do a lot of breathing treatments, and I don't know if you've ever used a nebulizer, but if you do, it's like a tiny generator. They're so loud. So when I do my breathing treatment, I like hold it in the air because I'm just so worried that it's just gonna vibrate the wall that I share, and my neighbors will just think I'm masturbating at like the worst possible time. Just like 4 a.m., gotta have it, you know? So I saw my neighbor in the hall the other day, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm so sorry this is ever loud. My ass is really bad, I can't help it, you know? And I'm really glad I told them, because now I have like the perfect cover for when I do masturbate, you know? I just have to cough a couple of times first, you know? Turn on that machine and then just like turn on the other machine and go to town, you know? Except for now when my asthma acts up, I get horny. Yeah. Which makes doing my inhaler in public super awkward. I'm always like, don't look me in the eyes, I'll bond with you. Can't help it, it's my brain, you know? I love sex, I do. I love dominating people. I love that. I love submissive people. Y'all love humiliation. Oh my God, you love it so much. It can get really repetitive though. So I've come up with a thing to kind of spice it up, you know, kind of break up the monotony. I call it 10 shirts. So it's like when I'm web chatting with a person, they're like, I'll do whatever you want. I say, great, go get 10 t-shirts. And they do, and they say, great, put one on. And they do, and I say, awesome, you did so good, put on another t-shirt. They go to take that t-shirt off, and I go, no, keep that t-shirt on, put on another t-shirt, over and over, until they're wearing 10 of their own t-shirts at once. And that's when the real fun happens, you know. And then I go, oh my God, you did so good, take them off. And they go to take off that top layer, and again I go, no, take them all off as one t-shirt. Right. So then I get to watch a grown man who probably has a mortgage, you know, struggle to take off 10 of his own t-shirts at once. And they always get stuck, like always like this, you know, like when you're too confident in a dressing room and you forget that you have 2 tits, and you're like, I have 1. And the dress is like, no bitch, you have 2 tits. And now you're stuck in a tin of this dress, you're gonna die at this Ross. Because it is terrifying when you are stuck in clothing by yourself. Like it is just, it gets them right in the fear core of their boner. It's so effective. And it's panic, you know, because like what are the options when you're stuck in clothing? There's only 2, death, or rip it, hide it, and leave. There's no other, I'm not asking for help, bitch, I'm gonna rip this fucking dress, hide it in this Ross, and leave. I'm not coming back here, are you kidding me? Another really fun thing I like to do with my submissives, I call it forced crafting. Yeah, that's when I give a guy a list, I make him go to Michael's, I make him buy everything on that list, and then I have him come home and craft per my instruction, and then I have him send it to me. And then I put it on my Etsy store. And if it doesn't sell, I just make him buy it back. So it's a win-win. The reviews are awful, but the money is beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I'm John Bonet.
Give it up for the comedy stylings of J.B.T.T. Trailer Trash.